Good day. Our lesson today is about probabilities and percentiles of the normal curve. And our memory verse is found in Psalm 55, verse 23. It says, "But you, O God, will bring them down to the deep pits. Violent and deceitful people will not live even half a normal lifespan. But as for me, I trust in you." At the end of our lesson, we'll be able to compute probabilities and percentiles using the standard normal table. Here's our venture activity today. We first have the entry card. It's a true-false statement. And the second is sketching the graph. Let's have a big word for today. A big word is probability. Remember that probability is also called as proportion, percentage, or the area under the normal curve. So for this lesson, you need to have your z-table with you. The notations under the normal curve can be between, or it can be greater than a given z-value or z-score, or it can be less than a given z-score or a given z-value. If it's equal to a given z-score, then the area is 0. Why? Because an area or a line has no width. Therefore, it has no area. Here are some terms for the probability notations. In case 1, if it's greater than the given z-score, we could say it's greater than z, at least z, more than z, or to the right of z, or above z. In case 2, we can have less than z, at most z, no more than z, to the left of z, or below z. And in case 3, we have between, or from, and to. Let's have example number 1. What is the probability between negative 2.34 and 0? If you check, our reference is from 0 to negative 2.34. Therefore, since it starts with 0 to a certain z-score, then we need to find the value in our z-table. If we check our z-table, the probability, let's check for 2.34. Here, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer is 0.4904. Let's go back to our material. We convert 0.4904 into a percentage. So the probability between negative 2.34 and 0, which is denoted in this notation, is equal to 49.04%. Next, example number 2. What is the probability between z equals 1 and z equals 2.70? Let's review what we have learned in the previous lesson. Rule number 1. If we are looking for the probability or for the area from a positive value to another positive value, then we subtract their areas. Thus, looking at our z-table, the area for 2.70 is 0.4965 minus the area of 1, which is 0.3413. The difference is 0.1552. Writing it in a percentage, the probability between z equals 1 and z equals 2.70 is 15.52%. Next, example number 3. We are looking for the probability from z equals negative 1 to z equals 1. Remember rule number 2 in lesson 2.2. If we're looking for the probability from a negative value to a positive value, then we add their areas. The area from 0 to negative 1 is 0.3413. The area from 0 to positive 1 is 0.3413. We add them, the answer is 0.6826. Converting it into a percentage, we have 68.26%. Now let us go to example number 4. Find the probability to the left of negative 1. Now remember last time in rule number 2 and 3, this is negative 1 and we're going to the left. If we go to the left of negative 1, it will not pass by 0. Let me first snip that one. Remember that the area from 0 to a negative number is 0.5000. That is half of 1. Now, the area from 0 to negative 1 is 0.3413. Since to the left of negative 1 will not pass by 0, then we need to subtract it from 0.5000. That is 0.5000 minus 0.3413. What's left? This area left is only 0.1587. If we write it in a percentage, that becomes 15.87%. This is a greater than, so or to the left, then we less than, we write it this way. So we say that the probability to the left of negative 1 is 0.1587, or that is 15.87%. Now let's go to example number 5. Give me some time to snip it. In example number 5, we are looking for the probability of z greater than 0.94. This is now 0.94, and we're going to the right. Why to the right? Because it's greater than. Remember that from 0 to positive infinity, the area is 0.5000. And from 0 to 0.94, the area is 0.3264. We are looking for this area. Since we do not pass by 0 as we go to the right, then we subtract the areas. As we subtract them, the blue shaded portion is only 0.1736. Or as we convert it, it's 17.36%. That is the probability of z greater than 0.94. We write the notation this way, and here is our answer.